I have been wanting to do this for a little while now, but I have been so stuck on what to share and how to share it and what really lands and what message people need and what they really care about. But if there's anything that I have learned, it's that sometimes the best action is just action, is just going, it's just taking that step, taking the leap, doing it anyway, and figuring it out as you go. Because if you're anything like me, you can get so stuck in your head and really overthink things like until they're basically just non-existent anymore. It's you talk yourself out of the thing that you really wanted to do. What was a great idea then becomes this like awful idea in your head. And what I often find hilarious about that is that I've had ideas like that, and then like 6 months to a year later to whatever, I see somebody who's like famous and crushing it, doing the exact same thing that I was like gonna do. And it's made me realize that I need to just trust myself and I need to just move forward and allow that to give me some sort of foundation and baseline to work from. So my intention with these videos, with this channel, is to show up messy and to be messy and to learn from this and share in that, because I think it's a very common experience that many of us get ourselves into, where we're so afraid of screwing up. We're so afraid of the mess. We're so afraid of looking bad or being a failure or looking incompetent, that we hold ourselves back and we don't take that risk. We don't take that chance. We don't do the thing that we say we want to do or that we say we're going to do. And we're really smart, we will come up with all of the reasons why, all of the justifications as to why we're not going to do this thing. And we're so convicted in that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really get us anywhere. So if this resonates with you, welcome. My name is Mel, and I am a trauma-informed somatic coach. I started this whole journey many years ago, just like for myself, maybe like eight or 9 years ago or so. I don't know, I've lost track of time, but I was so stuck in my head, in chronic anxiety, in worry of what other people think, in just manipulating myself to fit myself within this box, to contort myself within this box, just to feel safe, just to feel good enough, just to feel accepted and loved. And I was miserable. I was working so hard, and I was one of those, I was a kid at the time. I call myself a kid. I was one of those kids who was just, I was naturally good at stuff, and I had this work ethic about me, and I was a perfectionist, and I would put in so much freaking effort into my life, into myself, into people, and it never felt enough. It never felt good enough. And I struggled with this because I just wanted to feel enough so bad. And I trapped myself in this cycle, in this loop of overdoing and overgiving and overperforming, that I made myself sick. Like I woke up and I had just like a rash all over my body. I couldn't drink coffee anymore because I would get so disoriented. I was really struggling to sleep. I was becoming reactive. I had anger issues. I was pushing away people in my life. Like it was really rough. And deep down, there was something in my body. I feel emotional even saying this. There was something in my body trying to speak to me, telling me that this isn't the way. This isn't it. This isn't what you're meant to do or who you're meant to be. Like, I don't need to perform and sacrifice all of myself for this thing, whatever this thing is that I wanted at the time. I didn't need to do that. And it wasn't the way. I'm a firm believer that our bodies really show us, they really signal to us, they will tell us. We are these like biological human beings that have all of these signals within us, and they let us know when we are in an environment that is thriving, right? Imagine you have like a fish and you put the fish in the fish tank that is absolutely disgusting and not taken care of, and maybe it has, I don't know fish very well. Maybe it has like piranha or something in it that, isn't ideal for that fish because it's going to get eaten now, right? Like it's around other beings that just isn't for it, versus when the fish is in like the nice clean tank, or I guess fish friendly tank, because like fish are in ponds and it doesn't have to necessarily always be clean, but a fish friendly tank where it has everything it needs and it's thriving and it's around other fish like goldfish and it's happy. And so it grows and its color is nice and bright and it moves well and it lives a longer life. We will see the signs within ourselves that we are either doing the things we're meant to be doing in the environment that we are meant to be in, around the people that we are meant to be around, or not. And my life, how I was physically, was such a deep reflection of the fact that I was not living in alignment in a way that was really supportive of myself and being able to thrive. And so I had to take a really good hard look at myself and say, what am I doing this for? What is this all for? Because if I continue down this path, I'm just going to end up being more sick. I'm just going to crash and burn. I'm not going to have anybody to enjoy my life with, enjoy whatever it is that I was like building and working towards. And on top of that too, I really struggled to even just like reap the rewards of what I was doing. I couldn't just slow down and enjoy it. It just never was enough. And so I got really real with myself and I started asking myself a lot of deep questions. And that's what I want to share with you. I want to share with you that journey and that process because I think it's something that is pretty universal. And I really want to support anyone who comes across me. I want to support anyone who comes across me in being okay with the mess, letting that perfectionistic mask go, releasing the need to perform and work so hard to the point where we make ourselves sick and to the point where we can't even enjoy whatever it is that we're working towards in the first place. I want to support you in becoming personally free in your life in whatever way, shape, or form that takes. And for me, that starts within. That starts within. That freedom within myself, with my mind, my heart, my emotions, my body, all of it. All of it matters. All of it counts. And if we're not free in here, it doesn't matter what you do on the outside. It doesn't matter what you achieve, what you create on the outside. You will always be in this mental prison on the inside. And that is a really, speaking from experience, that is a really rough place to be in. And in my mind, just really not worth it. So if this resonates and you're coming along for the journey, welcome and thank you so much for being here. This is my first, are we calling it episode? I don't know. We'll just be messy and we'll call it episode. This is my first episode of this. And there will be many more to come. So I would love to hear from you in the comments at any point if you want me to talk about anything, if you have any questions, if there's anything that really lands and you just want to share, please share that. I'm a big believer that we are not meant to do this life alone. We're not meant to do it alone. And too much goes unsaid. Too much is just lived in the shadows. And true freedom is when we start to bring that out and liberate it and share it and then no longer live in fear of it. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. And yeah, follow me for more, you know? We're getting into this thing. Woo! Okay. Fuck. Ah.